Hey everybody, this is Antoinette and this is a hot mess. Look at this. This is my mother's Pothos, and of course when back in the day it didn't look anything like this. So my job is to fix this plant, like, and that's what I'm going to do. It's going to take me a while, of course, but I am going to start all over. So I'm going to edit this video because it is going to take me a minute, and I really want you to see what I'm doing. So yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one over here first, and I'm going to work on one first. And I have a pair of scissors, and I'm getting into the habit of cleaning my blade off. Back in the day, my grandmother didn't use no scissors. She used her fingernails. My grandma had these, she had her fingernails looked like they were sharp. And when we would go into like flower shops and stuff, and she'd go, "Ooh, I like that plant. I wanna get me a piece of that plant." She would take that fingernail and snip off a piece of snip off a piece of that plant, whatever it was she liked, get it home, and next thing you know, she got a beautiful plant, just like the one we would have seen in the store. And I used to say she had a retractable fingernail. But yeah, that's how she got a lot of her beautiful plants. She didn't pay full price for a plant at the store. She just get that fingernail, go to snipping. Next thing you know, she got a beautiful plant. So this plant here, if you all see my other videos, you know how I talk about how I have neglected a lot of our plants. But I'm looking at them now, and I'm like, some of these plants were my mother's, like those two I showed you. Those were my mother's, and those were in her little plant room, and every now and again I would go in there and throw some water on it, but that's as much as I would do. But I went there I think it was yesterday or the day before that. And I remembered that I hadn't watered them in a while, and I went to go water them, and I looked at them and I'm like, oh man, my mother would be so upset with me if she knew that I had just totally disrespected all of her work. So I said, let me make it better. All of these were alive and beautiful and green, and now they look all pitiful. And what is that? Yeah, see, we could use that. That's going to be a brand new plant one day. Get that off of there. Get that off of there. Get that off of there. And when we finish, we're going to have a lot of these plants to put in the soil. But we got a long way to go. So, just think, if you can imagine this flower pot, it was all wrapped around the handle of this flower pot. See? I don't even know if you can see this, but let me see if I can. This thing right here. The whole plant was like this at one point, where it was just full and luscious and green and beautiful, and you could see the variegations and the ones, but we are going to fix that. So I cut that off. I want you to see what I'm getting. See what I'm getting out of this plant here. Maybe I should be a little bit more gentle. These plants can handle it though. Heck, if they handled almost a year or so without hardly any love or attention. Wait a minute, Lord. They can handle a little bit of roughness. Just for a minute. Alright, so we got rocks in here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to replace this soil and I'm gonna start this fresh. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to plant this here plant, because you know, like, this is so pretty. Let me see if you can see this. Like, this is so pretty. Like, first of all, these are really pretty and green. And the variegation, I just saw the variegation on one of them. And this one, like, I hope you can see it. It's really pretty. And when it was thriving, it was just beautiful. Actually, it got on my nerve because she was always wrapping it. But she loved this plant. And she took pride in her plants. So, I have to appreciate that. Growing up as a little girl and as an adult. I'm cutting this off. And I'm going to cut this one off too. Let's see. Yeah. And yeah, I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to take this one. We're just going to start completely over. I don't even know if I want that. Yeah, that's better. I'm basically going to do that to the vines. Cut them all in little pieces, but I'll show you. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So, one down, one to go. Alright. So that's that one. Now let's get the other one. Alright. Well, I just made a mess. But that's okay. That's an easy clean. So the next one is this one. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. I won't bore you with this. So just, I'll come back when I have cleaned this up. And I'll show you the results when I'm done. Alright? So as you can see, this is all of the... One thing about my camera, I'll never know when. It doesn't give me like some kind of beep signal or anything to let me know that it's shutting off. It just shuts off. So I apologize if during the video it'll shut off and you don't know what I'm saying. But I'll try to repeat what I'm saying. So as you can see, I don't want all of this. I don't need all of that stem part. But I am going to make, each one of these is going to be a plant. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to finish the rest. And then I will come back and show you what I've done so far. Okay? See you in a minute.